01, 02, 03. 6 and 1 is 7, 6 and 2 is 8, 6 and 3 is 9. 60, 60, 60, 189, 197, 204. 2 area is what it's all about, 204, because 1 is never repeated. I'm going to show you that we never want to add 1 until the end, because it's always the 1 you start with. If you start in the first row with 36 numbers, when you get down to 34, you have finished row number 1. Skip 3 equals to 37, and you're back at number 1 again. 37 is just like 1. Nibiru. When you get to row number 2, you finish at 35. 38, the church, is just like Venus 2. Top of the church. When you get to row number 3, 6, 9, and you reach the end of 36, 39, you have reached the sky of creation. Inside, we have our 67, we have our 68, and we have our 69. Remember the leap year. It's 3 times this number, and then this number again. But this number has to be either reduced, or the actuality will stay the same. This will be 180, 3 times 60, and 3 by 7 is 21, the cube. 186, the spirit of the heaven's mind. The spirit of the heaven's mind. The spirit of the heaven's mind, ABC 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. 7 is the gateway to the split heavens where the 9 birth comes in. It will move the gateway between 2 sides, 7 into 8. 7 opens, you will go into 8 heaven, the 9 birth of rotation. 6 and 9 is 15, 6 and 8 is 14, 6 and 7 is 13. 201 becomes 214, the bad cat. Always ending up on the feet because the mind somehow is connected to 4, 5, 6, which you do not see over here. Except in this, but we're going to leave that out for now. 201 becomes 261. That is the connecting worlds of Saturn. 261, 201. When we reach number 22, it becomes the mind. This is the end of the ball game. With 3 outs in 8 innings, and you're winning in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and they go up into the 9th inning, and they're out, that shows them 27 outs and 24 outs. We're in the bottom of the 9th. This is the 7th inning and the 7th inning stretch. When the team on the road is 21 outs, it's up to you to come into the 7th inning, 6.5 innings. What we do have to understand is what 7 can do. What 7 can do. Should we give 7 a head and some feet? Should we give 7 a couple of eyes to do? What 7 can do when it stretches out, it's 46, its left and its right arm. Forget about its shoulders. We're not wasting no time. No wasting, no time. So when you have all your 4 7s, 28, the cycle of the moon, what goes center? Number 5. 5 is in the center of 28, inside of 57, 57, 75, 75, the up and down 7s. Creating the world over here above, and the digital below here, living with the mind in the middle of 2, because your mind is not always at home. 7, 24. 30, if you add 6, equals to the day of man. This is the day of man's mind. 264, Zion, Israel. 6 and 4, 8 times 8 is 64, and we're playing chess. You have 1 board in the middle of 4 other boards of chess. 64, 64, 64, 64, 256. 512, the lower and the bottom part of Rubik's Cube. 24 and 21, you're playing with the fox. 27 and 24, area 51, 15 equals to 95. You're playing with a 9 and 5 and 5 and 9. Two times 7, 2 plus 7, 14 and 9 equals to 23. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals to 23. The cube is now into the last inning. You're on the road. You're going home to another city, to another galaxy. 51, 61, 71, 72 is time. 7 times 2, 7 plus 2 equals 2 and 3. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5 and 6. We do not need the 4 because it is the 1 and 4 that is in the 5. The 4 is in the 6. The 4 is in 4, 5, and 6. 4 and the 6 are the same thing. The 6 is in the 7 and the 8. The 9 birth comes through the gateway and splits open to the 8 heaven. The only even number to have 31 days in the month of August. August of the wind. You've been blown in and you've been blown out. So when we go 3 by 67 equals to 201 becomes 261 plus 6 is 267 plus 7 is 274. October 1st, we start over again. 3 by 91 is 273 plus 1 is 274. 3 by 68 is 180 and 24. 204 becomes 264. Minus the 4 is 260. 13 by 20. But I can't explain that reality right now. So now we're going to add 14, which is the ring. The ring around the cube is 6 and 8, 14. The odds pay 7 to 6. 6 and 8 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 6 and 9 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 1 and 4 and 1 and 5 is 9 and 2. 2 and 9. 3.14159265. MNO. Just a minnow. Just a minnow on your feet. 15 is the last ball in pool. This says go, but this one says no go, because you have to think before. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to your 9 birth. 1 times 4, 1 plus 5 is Jesus Christ, because we have a ring around our head. 77, 16, how do we get this? 9, 10, 0 with 10 makes the 0 get the 6, so 10 would become 16. Because 11 is next, and we can't go anywhere because 11 does not come into the gate. So we have 11 as 10 and 0 and 1. 10 and 0 equals 16. 0 and 1 equals 61 and 16 equals 77 in the 11th position, 1177. In the next position, it is the 12th position where alpha beta comes into the game and plays in creation. 03 becomes 69 in rotation. 69 should go over here because it is 12. 1 and 2 make 3. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 0.5. This 0.5 is your energy to the Christ of the light. So what number can we put in 1 and 2? Because 1 and 2 and 1 and 0 and 1 and 1 are all losers in the game of 7-Eleven. All losers. 1, 1, 1, 16 and 19, 17 and 20, 18 and 21, 111 plus 6. We take the average of the center. 20 is what's in the black. We're going to take the 6 is 117. The center of roulette will add up to 117 because 20 is in the center. The 10 is below the center and the 30 is above the center. So we have 11, 7 right in the middle of the roulette table. So now what are we going to do here for number 12? Well, since 1 will have to equate to 1 and 0, 12 will be 1 and 0 and 2. So we're going to go 10 inside of 12, and we're going to go 0 and 2. We're going to go 62, and 12 is 72 equals 74. Saturn lights, Christ, Jesus, 151, 33 by 47. Jesus is 74. He is the 5, he is the 14, he's the 23, he's the 32. The passage of JFK and Barack Obama right now are those numbers. Hot and cold water, the same numbers. Jesus is 74, Christ is 77. 7 and 4 is 11. It recreates 77. 7 and 7 is 14. It becomes the ring inside of 2 Venus. It is the gateway between 6 and 8. 6 by 8 is 48 and 14 equals to 62, 26, Z over Z backwards, creating the hourglass. 77, 87, 93 is now Saturn. 151 becomes 5 and 6 becomes Aleph. I have to understand that. My screen just disappeared on me. I'm not happy with that. The totality is 93 to one side, 151 to the other side. 151 is the federation. Why? Because it's the letter M and a V in the center of two sides, and M, V, 5 is a V. 1 and 1 towards that V creates that M, connecting all three sides. 151, 161, and 6, 167. The 1 we're not going to count because the 1 is inside the birth. Just counting the 6 and 7 equals the freedom of 55. 55 and 77 the year in, 132 the backdoor cab, the cab ride out. Let's add this one up over here. 200, 400, 611, 911 plus 1. Why? Because we don't add the 1, it's already in here. This 201 is like 210, that's the dartboard. This 201 is like 120, that is the pool game. 120, 30, 60, 90, 120. You have 4 frames in bowling, and you needed 2 more frames. You have 6 frames in bowling. You're ready to throw the next frame, the 7th frame, but you haven't yet. You have 120. You have 7 frames bowled in bowling. 7 frames, 3 frames left to go. 8, 9, and the 10 is 30 max. There is no other after 10. When we add this together, it's 611 plus 180 for all the zeros is 791. 719, is that what we spoke about today? This is the 19 is 1/3 of the moon. 91 is the spirit birth, artificial intelligence. 13 by 7 cards, connecting all the cards, and now we're wearing suits. We put the ace at the other end, and now we have 792, the birth in the gateway. 7 by 9, 63. 7 plus 9, 16. 79 again. 63 plus 16, the light. We see that same number, and I forget where we're going to see it, but I will bring up a number, 724. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. 724 is actually 7286, because 24 makes 86. 86 and 68 towards Pluto, Jupiter. Minus plus 13 from 99 is 6886. Barbara Feldman, Maxwell Smart, who plays the Penguin. So I put this together. This is number 42. This is number 180, and 24 is 204 is 264. Have you ever seen your video cassette updates? Shrinkage, 264 in between 35. What is 35? Three primary universes came together to create our universe. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 1. 1, 1 and 2. Here's that band. 3 and 5 comes together. 2, 4, 6 parts of hearts with 3 points. 6 points with 1 spindle in the center. Center core mug and David, the bee, the honeycomb. Reproduction inside the earth. The universe is created by the angel at light. The 3 primary universes came together to create our universe. 2, 4, 6. There's 3 planets missing. I'm not sure what the relationship with that is yet, but I will get to it. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'd have to still go over those numbers one more time, but I'm afraid that this video might not upload, so I'm going to leave it at this. Thank you for watching.